Hi, I'm Betty Banjack, and today I have a very special guest, Bob Butera. Not only is my guest, he's my neighbor. I just found out a little while ago. He lives back in the backwoods there, where I do, right?
Yeah.
And very pleased today because he's going to tell us and talk to us and tell us all about making an Italian Christmas antipasto, which is much different than any antipasto I saw. I mean, I saw the commercial ones or the cute ones with the salami and the cheese on. This is absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to turn it over to Bob, and he's going to tell us what he wants to tell us.
Great, great. Well, this is mostly vegetables that I'm preparing. And before I explain all the things that I've already made,
Must have been working days.
because we only have a half hour, I want to get the zucchini started. And I'm going to cut this.
You leave the skin on it, right?
Yeah, I'm leaving the skin on, and I'm cutting it, you notice, fairly thick, because when you saute zucchini, if you make them too thin, they have a tendency to sort of become mushy or they fall apart.
Watery?
Yeah.
Yeah, they become watery.
And I don't want that to happen. So you can see that I've cut them about, I guess a third of an inch or a half inch.
Almost a half, I guess.
Yeah, and they'll be really nice. We started some before the show started, and I don't know whether they're all going to fit. I'm sautéing these in olive oil, and I want to add a little salt to them.
The salt rolls
Yes,
out. I don't know what the process is. But
and I'm going to put some pepper too.
oh, okay. I love pepper.
Yeah, this is ground pepper. I don't know if any more of these will fit in here, Betty. And then I'm after that's finished, we only have 2 burners. I'm going to be doing leeks. Now I take a look at these leeks. I picked these yesterday from my
Very own garden.
From my
yeah,
garden.
Very own garden.
my vegetable garden, and I've cut a few of them, but I want to cut these and keep that camera on here for a minute. I'm going to cut off the roots and the stems, and I'm only going to cook about 2 inches of the leek, and I'm going to boil them after the.
What do you do with those?
Well, these I toss. I put them in my compost pile.
Oh, okay. You have a compost. Wow. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah, well, I love to garden. And I'm going to boil these leeks, as you can see, in water or chicken broth, whichever you prefer. And then when they're finished, we're going to marinate them. In this pan, I'm cooking carrots. Can you see these?
Yeah. Hold on this way.
Here, I'll bring them over here. How's that?
Hold it towards this camera. This is the camera we use.
Oh,
for-
good. You see the carrots? Now, these have been sauteing in olive oil. You can also saute them in butter. And right about now, I'm going to add raspberry vinegar to them.
Ooh.
And you know how people say, I don't like carrots?
Oh, yeah.
Try this.
Well,
Try
I
this.
like carrots.
And it's
I
very,
never had them this way. I had to try this.
it's
just
very
to-
simple of just, whoops.
Is that too much?
No, you don't need much, just a little. That's good. The raspberry vinegar with the butter or olive oil just changes the whole concept of carrots. Now, as we're talking, I'm going to be doing some other things, but I want to turn these zucchini, which are going to go on the antipasto tray, which I'm going to explain in a minute, once I turn those that are already just a little bit brown. Just a beautiful color of brown, aren't they?
Look at them.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Aren't they nice? And it's so nice that our parents couldn't get fresh vegetables in December, like we can.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I saw these at the market the other day. That can go up just a little. Now, let me focus on the tray, because
You want to bring the tray up here?
it might be easier. Yeah, I'll put it right here. Let me see here. I have a large tray here of things which I've already made, and some of which I'm going to remake for you. Center, I've prepared a marinated shrimp. And we're going to flash the recipe on the screen toward the end of the show, so you may want to get your pens and paper handy. Very simple recipe. It's primarily olive oil, lemon juice, a little vinegar, garlic, onion, black olives. So it's really olive oil and lemon. And it's a wonderful shrimp dish. And that's in the center. Here is the broiled peppers. Some people call them roasted. I broil them and then skin them. And I'm going to skin a couple of here for you.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, and next to them are wax beans that have been marinated in olive oil, as have the peppers, olive oil and garlic. Now this is an interesting dish. These are asparagus which I've steamed, and then I've rolled them in prosciutto, and then rolled them again in Parmesan cheese. And radishes are obvious. There's going to be some zucchini here, of course, which is now cooking. And these are more peppers here, and then I get on to the green beans. Now the green beans I like with red onion, as opposed to a white onion or a yellow onion. The red onion I think is less harsh. The beets, and they're marinated in olive oil. The beets are marinated in balsamic vinegar. And they were, I boiled the beets and sliced them and then marinated them.
Balsamic vinegar is a little expensive sometimes when you get the good stuff.
Yeah, it is, but if you go to the right stores, it's not too bad.
That's true. And you only do it once in a while, you know.
While I'm
that
talking,
kind of thing.
you could, I have a wonderful sous chef here. I mean, this is a high-priced sous chef.
Oh, yeah.
And here, let me mention this is cantaloupe wrapped in prosciutto. And here is everybody's favorite. This is the caprese, the tomato, fresh mozzarella, and fresh basil leaves. And
My
then
very favorite.
Yeah.
I could eat that all year round.
Me too, and I do.
Great.
And I sprinkled some black olives and some nice, very sharp cheese. This is locatelli throughout. Now, cooking.
Wait a second. That's my serving. Where's everybody else's? You laugh.
I think the students who are doing this taping, incidentally, they're excellent, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
And they don't get enough credit.
They don't get enough pay?
No, they get no pay, but they're preparing for that day.
Okay, you're talking about when they
In
get
the
to
industry.
go on to work.
But they're so
Yeah.
nice to work with.
They
So
do
let
a
me
great job.
let me show you how I do the asparagus next. I think Betty, those
What do you want to do with these carrots?
those carrots may be finished, and I think if you put the leeks on now, that will time them perfectly. Now, I take an asparagus spear, which has been steamed. Are they done?
I think they're done.
Okay, take them off for now and let them cool. I take an asparagus spear and take the prosciutto and just cut it. I should cut this in half.
Should I put the leeks on?
Yes, please. And I'll roll the asparagus on the prosciutto, you see? And then I'm going to roll that again in the cheese. And it makes a wonderful dish, and you'll surprise your Christmas family guests
And
or
when do you
whomever.
serve this? Christmas Eve, Christmas Day?
Oh, we're going to serve this Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve depends on whether you're permitted to eat meat or not. But Christmas Day, this would be a wonderful dish, and you'll surprise people because everybody loves asparagus, but they haven't had them wrapped in the air cured ham, the prosciutto, and the cheese, but.
You do the 7 fishes on Christmas Eve?
You know, the most I've ever done is 4.
Oh, that's
Is 4
a bit.
fishes. But my mother used to do smelts, and then you see, and that's the finished product, and we'll just lay them right on the tray. So
What's the dry fish? Cod?
yeah, cod.
That's
and
another name. I can't think of
bacala.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll roll these and put them on the tray. How are those zucchini
Carrots
doing?
are wonderful. I tasted. I
Uh-oh.
tested one.
Well, when you have carrots with raspberry vinegar, it changes the whole thing, doesn't it? Okay, this one kind of fell apart, but we won't tell anybody that. All right, next, a lot of people, they love peppers, but they say, how on earth do you do all that? Well, it's very simple. You broil them and turn them several times as you broil them, so you get all the sides done, and this is how they look after they're broiled. Incidentally, broil them on the second rung, not the top rung, because the top rung they cook too quickly. But the second rung they cook nicely. And then the skin comes right off, and that's the harshness of peppers is in the skin. So people who say they don't like peppers because they repeat on them and all that sort of thing, these don't.
I know.
These are like butter, aren't
These
they?
are, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
I especially like the
I'm
red
having
ones.
problems with this
Better-
one.
I like them all, but the red ones are my favorite, and I don't know why, because peppers are peppers, I would think, but something different about them.
I'm with you. I like the red ones. And this is a yellow. I got a mixed bag, and I also got some reds. And this is either yellow or orange originally. I'm not sure. Now, if we had a sink here, I would rinse these, but instead I'm just going to
Do you
take.
rinse yours?
I rinse them. Yeah, a lot of people don't, but
I don't, 'cause I'm
I
afraid
like
I'll
to
lose
get
the
this.
oil, the natural oil.
Yeah, I get the seeds out that way.
You
and
know how you do it? Take a little spatula and just run
Scoop it
down.
out.
You know, not even scoop it, just run it down the pepper, and it comes right out.
Uh-huh.
That's
Well,
what
now-
I started to do.
So you end up with a slice like this,
Oh, wow.
which I'm going to add to the tray, and
I'm having problems.
you're getting ready to eat them, aren't you?
Oh, I've been ready since we came in. I saw the tray and I
And
was
then
ready.
I like to put a little salt on my peppers, and a little garlic, which I have here somewhere. Here it is, and I had the garlic already chopped, and you can layer these and do them a couple of days early or a day early anyway, and that garlic then permeates the peppers, and of course they should always have. That should turn up a little bit. You should always have a little olive oil on them. Now, the other thing is the prosciutto and the
Go ahead,
okay,
keep going.
the prosciutto and not prosciutto, but the mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, and the tomatoes and basil. Right now, I'm cutting a rather small tomato because these are one mouthful, so you don't want to have your tomatoes too large, the pieces of the tomato. So I find that this size is just perfect. It's kind of that mid-size. Now I'm going to salt them a little, and then I'm going to place the fresh mozzarella on top of each slice of tomato. Betty's fixing our stove.
Our oven ran out of
Our
not
oven.
Our oven.
Yeah, and then I'm going to put a leaf of basil on top of each of these creations, and then I'll stick a toothpick in them, so they stay together, and also people can pick them up and eat them with their fingers, and then I'm going to put them on the tray with the others that I've already done in anticipation. How are those leeks doing, Betty? And you see? Now, I like a little pepper on my caprese. You know, the tomato mozzarella
Your
basil.
leeks are,
They're boiling nicely. Yeah, that's good. And so that takes care of that. And then the other thing that I find, I have another pepper here.
another pepper.
I might as well do it.
Sure.
Do you ever do figs with prosciutto? Oh, isn't that wonderful?
like
I
figs
couldn't
a
find
lot.
any figs at this time of year, so I didn't bring any, but I did the cantaloupe. I'm going to do that after I finish this
The
pepper.
chewy or figs there, that seeds and the chewy.
Aren't they wonderful?
Yeah.
Fresh figs.
Fresh figs. There's a lot. People in the East End, I still see the fig trees up in the summer.
Yeah. Italians love their figs. And now my wife grew up on a farm in North Carolina, and of course they had a fig tree on their farm. So it's not exclusive to Italians. I always thought
Oh, no,
it was.
it really is heat.
They're wonderful.
They need the hot atmosphere, and in the summer we have it, in the winter when it's a problem. I've
Yeah.
known some Italians to dig their trees under
Yes.
for the winter, so they shouldn't
My father
freeze.
used to cover his with tar paper
Yeah.
and straw. Okay, so I'm going to add these peppers to the.
You tell me you're going to have 40 people over for Christmas.
Well,
About.
yeah, we're having a family party. We have a large family, as anybody who's watching this knows, who's lived in Norristown. We have there were eight of us.
8?
8 children, yeah, and we have a lot of grandchildren. Now I'm going to put a little garlic on these.
I know your one brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, most of our family still lives in this general area.
Maybe
But,
I know, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah, we'll have 25 adults and 15 children are able to make it, and that should be a really festive occasion. They all cook.
They all cook.
They all cook.
Well, that's good. They can
They-
all cook and bring.
They have to. Well, they're all ordered to bring a covered dish of some sort.
Yeah.
Now I think maybe these zucchini.
Well, here's some down here.
Yeah, I'm going
they're
to
not-
place the zucchini. They're now chilled somewhat, or at least
You have
cooled.
a special spot for the zucchini?
Yeah, I'm going to put them right here next to the red peppers, and I'm going to use my hands. Fingers, I think it's a lot easier, isn't it? Don't you always use your fingers?
I mentioned before that we live in the country. We really don't live in the country. I happen to live downtown Norristown for so long that West Norton's the country for me.
Yeah. Well, we grew up there on Whitehall Road. Now the only thing I have left to cook to put on here, the carrots.
We have oh, they're great. I already.
Yeah. Now remember,
one.
it's the key is the raspberry vinegar.
Yes. Could you use any other kind of flavored?
Oh, I suppose so. I never have, but I suppose you could. Now I'm going to lay these. I saw these in the market, and they were so beautiful, these carrots, that I thought, I'm going to add carrots to my recipe. I hadn't had them, or my cooking.
Well, they're a nice
Aren't they?
added compliment.
Yeah, I think so. And the students will love these when we
And the-
leave.
I don't know about the students. I like them. I'm the carrot person.
Okay, now, the one thing I have yet to do is the cantaloupe wrapped in the prosciutto.
And you can do that with honeydew too.
Yeah, honeydew is wonderful, and as I said, figs are great with the ham. I think it's the sweet and sour. I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces.
Well, what else are you having for your Christmas dinner?
Well,
I mean, I know everything's coming from the 25 people that cook.
well, my brother's bringing a veal stew that is outstanding. It's an Italian dish with onions, little pearl onions. Another brother's making both vegetable and meat lasagna. We'll probably have a risotto. I know we're going to have a country ham,
Oh, boy.
salt cured. Now you see how I'm wrapping?
Yep. Just
These-
wrapping right around there with a little toothpick to make
Yeah,
sure it stays
it's
shut.
just all you need is just the two flavors, the
little
the sweetness of the cantaloupe, and
Yeah, the little toothpicks are good too because you can pick them up and eat them
yeah.
easier than.
That's what I think this is for you.
This is mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
Has my name on it?
Yep. This is okay. So
Now
that's
I know
how
you
that's
haven't-
how you do the cantaloupes.
You'd have Christmas morning not morning breakfast, Christmas dinner. You tell me where you live, so set in the table for 41. No, I'm
40.
kidding.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'll just stop up for a little while.
Well, you know exactly where we are. We can turn this down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a nice festive day, and then and that's next Saturday, and then Christmas Eve. Well, Christmas Eve we have a traditional group that comes to our house for dinner, mostly Jewish people,
Oh, really?
because they have no place to go Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
that's true.
So they come over, and we talk about. They're good friends, and we talk about their experiences as young people with Christmas. the positives and the negatives, and most of them are positive. And we have a wonderful ecumenical gathering every Christmas
I had a
Eve.
friend who said if she didn't have my place to go at Christmas, because now restaurants are starting to be open on Christmas.
A little
But
more.
at one time,
They weren't.
nothing on Christmas, nothing on Thanksgiving. Now Thanksgiving is open.
Yeah.
And now Christmas, you see one open Christmas Day on the paper.
Yeah,
So-
and it's, well, the classic Jewish Christmas is Chinese
Hanukkah.
restaurant. No, I mean a Chinese restaurant in the movies.
Well, a lot of people, I was always
'Cause
surprised
Chinese
how many
restaurants
people went to the
are
movies
open.
For Christmas Day. I mean, we never did. We didn't go in a good week. And here are people are going for Christmas, and it blows my mom's mind, even when she hears people going to the movies on Christmas Day.
Let's take a look at these leeks. This is another interesting,
Can I turn this off?
I think they're done. This is a delicacy, I think.
Would you have to wash those well because of the
Yes,
sand in
you
them?
have to be careful when leeks. Remember, they grow out of the ground from a bulb. I mean, from a seed actually. They're not like onions, but they grow up through, and there's so many layers in a leek that the soil can get caught in them. So you got to be very careful. That's a good point.
And especially when they're bigger. The leeks, some leeks are like,
Yeah,
just round, you know, like-
these are small and tender, but if you want to surprise people with that asparagus that I mentioned, and now surprise them with some leeks, and they won't. Of course, you could always have fennel too. You know, nice braised or cooked fennel in some way, and marinate it. You can turn that. Yeah, and these these leeks, I'm going to put once they cool a little bit, I'll put a toothpick in them, and then I'll marinate them with a little olive oil.
Yeah, you want your hand?
I'm okay.
Oh, you have your toothpicks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll marinate them, and then people will eat them with toothpicks.
You're going to marinate them in what?
Just a little olive oil.
Oh, just olive oil.
Just
How about
olive
what
oil.
was in the pan?
Well, I don't know. That probably has.
Fried out.
I'm thinking it has the zucchini flavoring in
Oh,
it
that's
already, and
true.
I'm afraid it might.
Oh, that's right. That's pan. That's carrots.
But
Never
I could
mind.
certainly use
Too much
some more
stuff.
toothpicks, which I have down here.
What are you looking for? Can
Toothpicks.
I help you?
Yep. See if you can. Yep. Here they are. I know this isn't good television, but
Toothpicks.
so I find my
They're nice
tooth.
big toothpicks.
These are good toothpicks. I like nice sturdy toothpicks that don't crumble.
They're round.
And we have now a very nice antipasta which you can have while you're watching the football game on Christmas or
You don't have to make this
or-
just for Christmas, huh?
no, sir. This you can make all year round.
If you have the energy, you can make it. Super Bowl.
No, ma'am, I should say.
Super Bowl would be a great time.
Well, I think that's going to happen too with the way the Eagles are playing. And but I like to have things that are a little bit different from what you usually find on an antipasta platter. This is basically a vegetable antipasta, and there's some things here that aren't usually found, but they're so easy to make and they're so much fun. And don't forget the shrimp recipe. It's coming up in just a
Tell me
couple
something.
minutes.
How
I'll put a little
many
olive
people
oil.
would that feed?
Oh dear, I'd say what I have here, if you had a group of 10 or 12, they could dig into this and
One.
one what?
Me.
Oh,
Yeah, about 10 or 12. Yeah, that sounds about
don't you
right.
think? Yeah.
Uh,
Little
I
olive
could
oil.
eat off of this for a week, you know?
Yeah, yeah. This
And
is.
there's so many pickled
this
and
is good
marinated and
stuff.
stuff, and what would last a week.
Yeah, yeah, and that's true.
Refrigerated.
If you refrigerate, peppers, for example, will last easily a week, and you know these wonderfully
Oh, yeah.
broiled peppers.
They're gorgeous. They're
And
all
and
gorgeous.
as the string beans will last three or
Did
4
you do
days.
something special with the red beets?
No, I boiled them,
Uh-huh.
and then I marinated them in balsamic vinegar
Oh, that's right. You said that.
and a little salt. And you can put red onion with them too, which is very colorful, as I did here with the green beans. I like green beans with the red onion, and
Well, excuse me. They're going to put the graphic up for everyone to copy it down.
Oh, good.
And you can improvise, people. Put up whatever you want. You can put on there. If you say you really don't like asparagus. Don't put asparagus, put something else in place of it.
Sure.
Whatever you like, that's how you should make this. So we're going to dig in, everyone. The recipe's up now, so try to write down as much as you can. This is for the shrimp we're now looking at.
And make it the night before.
Yeah, that's good. Marinate most things
and
night
then
before.
stir it, or just if you're have a plastic bowl, just turn it upside down a couple of times, so that during that the marinade gets through the shrimp, and your guests will love it. It's much nicer than plain old cocktail sauce.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm ready. I'm always ready for this. So we have to. What are the tomatoes here for?
Well, they were just left over.
Oh, I have
Should
to
we
have a
have
leftover
one?
tomato. This is my kind of food.
And me too. I can survive on this, and
But
it's
we're going
good
to have
for
to
you.
go now, so I want to wish everybody a really good holiday, whatever it may be. And I want to thank you very much for coming and taking the time to do all of this.
Oh, I've enjoyed it. I love to cook.
I can tell. See, I'm going to tell you a quick story. He got on the show because he called the number at the end of the graphic.
Yeah,
He called up and asked.
Well, I saw the graphic. I enjoyed the show. There was a woman cooking, and I thought, oh, that would be fun. And I went to Norristown High School. I think the fact that we can tape at the high school, all with students,
Yeah, they
running
all
this
work very
entire
hard.
program. I mean, you're talking about really highly skilled people.
So again, this is Betty Banjack and Bob Butera for Look Who's Cooking. We'll see you real soon now.